Hello everyone! We are motor sailing up the Inside Passage. So once again, I start all my videos showing where we started. So we started here in Bellingham, Washington. We went up the north side of Vancouver Island. And then we started going through a series of, after we passed through Queen Charlotte Strait, we've come up here through a series of canals. So we were here at Calvert Island, and then we came up this way, and we were at a village called Klemtu, and now we're going to keep heading north today. Oh, there's Klemtu right there, sorry. I'll zoom in here. Alright, so now we're going to keep heading north today, and we're actually going to go check out some hot springs, and to get there, we're going to go through a beautiful place called Butedale that is just mountains topped with snow, melting, cascading down into waterfalls through narrow channels. It's just spectacular, and looking forward to it today. So I'm going to get you a little closer up on the chart. So this is just our big overview. So these show us what number of pages we need to go to for a closer look. So we're going to go to chart 17 and 18, which I have opened up right here. Okay, so we are anchored up in here. We couldn't stay in Klemtu because it's a native village and it's closed to outside people because of COVID. And so we're going to go north. We're going to travel up this Tolmi Channel. Okay, and then we're going to go to our next chart. So we're going to look for the Tolmi Channel on our next chart. Okay, so now we're over here and we're going past all of this, all these mountains. You can see the topography. They're just pouring nutrients down them as our snow melts and into this strait. And this area, this channel, is actually known for having a lot of whales. We're a little bit early for the whales, but you could see why. It's just all the nutrients pouring off the mountains, waterfall after waterfall. There's an old cannery here in Butedale that I guess it closed in the 90s, but it has a generator, a hydro generator that's been turning for over 100 years and still generating energy. And the land is owned by a native group there, by the shareholders, and I think they have some fun plans for it in the future, but for right now it's just a closed down old cannery. So we kept going north here, and we're going to end up at a hot spring, and it's going to be in this area. If you really want to find it, you can go and find it on... Check out this cool place in Butedale, right next to the waterfall. What was this place? Sure is looking nice out here, huh, Reef? We're in Butedale right now. Can you imagine? Lucky people. Get to stay right there. Spectacular place. These wild places make you dream. Somehow. Stella made necklaces out of abalone shells we found. Let me get a close look at them. Just stunning. Look at that mountain. Nutrients overflowing. There's a part of me that's wild and free. In my heart there's a wild book calling to the tall pine trees. It's a long hard road say this might be one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. To hot springs. I like this mountain because it's so symmetrical. Look at this beauty. All the way down the mountain. All the way down. So glad I can share these places with you guys. Look at this one. Snaking down. Waterfall. Another little one over here. Probably coming from that big one on the hill. Waterfall is all the way down. Beautiful waterfall. And a little boat checking it out. Up through a beautiful channel, waterfalls on the beaches, fog resting on the mountain tops. Kind of cold. I'm hoping my phone can capture this good for you guys. There's a waterfall that goes from the top of the mountain all the way down to the bottom.
There's another waterfall. There's another waterfall in Land. There's another waterfall in Land of Waterfalls.
Grandma and the galley of the Dutch baby. Grandma, what'd you make?
Thank you, Tom and Loretta. We made your delicious TLC bread. It has a little bit of a list, but that's kind of the way it goes on a sailboat.
Sign that log, honey.
Oh my gosh. Here's the hot spring. Here's a little changing room.
I love all the buoys and stuff.
But you don't actually.
Look at all the buoys. People have hung there.
Mom, what is those buoys?
Well, that wasn't much of a hike.
Yeah.
Oh, you can swim in it. Golly me. Oh man, someone did. Oh, okay. Who's going in that one? Because that is mine.
Go, Reef, go.
Maybe that one's less hot, they said. I'm still going in it. But it's deeper. Oh, creepy. Are you okay? Good job, Grandpa. Don't be afraid.
I'm just wondering how that's getting in and out.
Mommy, hello. Hey, somebody put a
So
stick.
my friend, I say that and then I can't remember the name. Paula Cullenberg's about 2 weeks ahead of us. And they stopped there and they had it all to themselves. For the whole day. The whole day. Yeah.
So what are they ahead of us in?
They have a little, they have like a 36-foot, not a Ranger, but an American Tug that they bought a lot over. Terry Johnson is going to meet him in Gustavus and have them get across the hill
Dad.
to Homer.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. I told him, I said, by the time you get up to Elfin Cove, you'll have your boat dialed in. Just point it. Watch your weather, tie everything down. I did very, very warm still.
Hi, Grandpa. Hi, Grandma.
Very warm, fella.
Boy. Funny gooey duck diver.
What?
This is a funny gooey duck diver. He's got the gooey duck and you got the guy in his dive suit and he's surrounded by topless mermaids from the Millennium Four.
Dad, look at my boat. Dad, look at my boat.
What's it called again? I want to remember it.
Hook Hook.
Hook hook.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Henry Marie, Roy Henry Vickers, and Norm Duck.
You have a signature like an artist.
He's gonna get us.
Yeah, Butedale was in the old days like that. The generator has been running there for over 100 years.
Wow.
Turning over for over 100 years.
Still,
It's crazy.
the hydroelectric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be darned.
So I'm a shareholder in the Inside Passage Marine Corporation that owns Butedale, and we have some ideas about converting it to a place of healing, place for
Wow.
spa where people can go and relax. But that lake is incredible water. So we had for a while, you could go there and download water onto your yacht
No kidding.
and leave with the best water you can find on the coast.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'll be darned.
yeah. One of my favorite spots. And it's the only spot when you ride BC ferries from Port Hardy to Haida Gwaii. It's the only spot where they will slow down and come in and
Show
talk
you.
about Butedale.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So when it was an active cannery, did they work all year long, or was just salmon?
Just salmon.
Just salmon.
Yeah, salmon and halibut. So most of the year.
10.
Yeah. But the real active time would be July and August. And halibut would be May and June. So it would be pretty crazy busy there from April when the herring are running. That's right, the herring season for herring eggs, until the last chum salmon run, September. But the salmon that everybody is always after on this boat is sockeye.
Is there still an active herring fishery here?
Yes.
There is, oh good.
Well, active in my village of Kitkatla, when you go all the way up Grenville Channel, you'll come to a turn where you go towards Prince Rupert, and Ogden Channel is on your left. And at the other end of Ogden Channel is a village called Kitkatla, and it is 5,000 years old.
That's just spectacular. That's so amazing, and because in in Alaska, so many of the villages that have been moved,
Yeah.
and here that you guys are on your land and still
Same
on your land.
Same for 5,000 years. It's actually, from what the anthropologist friends of mine know, is the oldest continuously inhabited site in North America.
Wow.
Kitkatla.
So before United States and Canada ever existed, there was Kitkatla.
That's neat. With my kids, we were reading about the people coming from the Bering Sea land bridge, but then also the argument of people coming north, and that there being oral histories about the people who came from the Bering Sea land bridge, that people were there before they got there. And so we are reading about that, and that's...
Yes, just south of Bella Bella, a number of years ago, probably in the last decade, there was a village site that was 15,000 years old.
Oh, wow.
It was, nobody lived there anymore,
Oh.
but 15,000 years ago, there were people, an active community living there. So it's pretty crazy. And I did the 23andMe DNA testing, and my heritage here goes back
This goes back,
way,
and
way,
go
way,
back,
way
and go back.
crazy. And I didn't know when I did the 23andMe that my village was that old. Pretty wild.
That's spectacular.
Yeah, so our people, so this is our territory. Kitkatla's territory, or Tsimshian territory, goes all the way to Klemtu. And then it changes to Hailtsu, which is Kwagulf or Kwakudal is the way white people say it. That language, that's where the language and the culture changes. And it's where that image on the drawing that I did of the hoko, that's my Kwakudal heritage.
Oh, thanks for sharing all this.
So the border is Klemtu. Did I say that right? Klemtu?
Kwakudal?
No, Klemtu?
Klemtu?
What, did you say Klemtu?
It's a village on the south end. The border.
Klemtu.
Klemtu.
I'm sorry.
Klemtu. Yeah.
We
Klemtu.
were there yesterday, or this morning actually.
This
We left
morning,
there
yeah.
morning.
Yeah, I have relatives there.
I just love
so
that
cool.
longhouse there.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's just beautiful.
And the longhouse in Bella Bella is also incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
Just,
So the longhouse culture, the Kwakudal people went underground with it when colonization happened, and the government outlawed
Yeah.
our spirituality, which wasn't religion, it was about
Culture.
Yeah.
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 But people saved it. So now Klemtu is the northernmost village that is built a longhouse to continue their spiritual practice.
Is that longhouse? They don't allow outsiders to look at inside a longhouse.
Oh yes,
They do.
Oh, yes.
I see. I was
Yeah.
kind of wondering whether it was kind of like a spiritual off limits unless you were part of the group.
No such thing.
Oh.
No, the basis of the spirituality is that if you were there, you belong there.
Oh. Yeah.
Pretty cool. And there's no discrimination. Doesn't matter. As long as you come there and you want to learn about the people, they will teach you. And not only that, they will remember you. So the next time you come back, they'll know who you are. And you will know them. My mom's parents came from England, and she went to the village of Butedale and met my dad, and she just became one of them. She learned the language, learned the customs.
Yeah. Fit right in and.
We gave her a name, put her. She's an eagle, so that's why the eagle's on that drawing. Yeah, it's an incredible culture that is inclusive, not exclusive. It's beautiful. A beautiful way of being and thinking.
I go by those longhouses and I'm thinking if they must be at least as beautiful on the inside as they are on the outside.
And everything that happens in there
Right.
is absolutely mind-blowing.
Right.
And you would be there as an outsider,
Right.
and all of a sudden you would be an insider because you would sit there at a potlatch and feel like you belong.
Right.
It's very emotional and it's very inclusive. That's the only word I can say is the people just bring you in. They open their arms to you. They don't turn you away. Yeah. Beautiful.
We made it to our anchorage for the night, enjoying a beautiful hot spring. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep this location a secret. If you wanna find it, you can find it. It's on the coast of British Columbia. You kinda have an idea of where we're at. And there's lots of hot springs around here. And this one is just lovely, and just really grateful to be having this adventure, getting to share it with you guys. Playing Uno with my girl. What time is it, Stella?
7:27.
7:27. Boy, that sun is bright. After the springs, we're all clean. And they're fishing over here. We are so close to the beach. Yes. Fishing boats will come in to join us for the evening.